TST episode, I think it's 91 or 92. We're here with Nate and Bryce of Theriaca. Just got the correct pronunciation today after talking about this band for months and months. Before you guys showed up, we were discussing, he said Theriaca, and I was like, it might be Theriaca.
I've gotten both of them.
Yep.
So where'd the name come from?
From the dictionary, actually.
Bullshit.
I swear.
You just didn't open up a book and just pinpoint.
That's Kyle, our singer.
He searched through it for hours, but it was one of those things where we were looking to create something new, because we were, for what it's worth, for our last iteration of this band was For What It's Worth, and before that we were Fusion, and like our sound just grew over the years, and by the time we got together and started doing this, we were like, we got to change it. It's got to be something new. So it was something Kyle came up with. And
when you say iteration, was that like you guys had together previous bands?
Oh, yeah.
You two together? Okay.
And Kyle.
Yeah, we're literally the
Okay.
same band, except just a different name and rebranding.
Okay.
Different bass player. Bass players have come through and left. But
Same core three.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The name behind the band, though, is it's amazing how fitting it is, because if you look up the meaning of the word is it's an ancient antidote for poison and venomous bites, and it's different herbs and honey mixed together.
Okay.
So it's in the very first song that we ever released as Theriaca is called Souvenirs, and it's basically the song is about overcoming addiction.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So just the fit, how everything plays together with him finding that word in the first song that we wrote was Souvenirs. It's perfect for us. So we kind of like to look at it as like the world is poison, and our music is the cure.
Ain't that the truth, man? The world is definitely poison.
And you probably wouldn't get that effect if you sat around for hours thinking like what we're going to make our band name, argue back and forth. That's the best way to do it. Just open a book.
I actually remember when we had a chalkboard, and we all came up with, with different names that we had ideas for, and Kyle put that on there. And every single one of us, he was like, "What word is this?" And we all said it differently.
Nice.
You're all wrong. It's Theriaca.
So on that whiteboard, what was the worst name that was up there?
Oh man, I know that one of them was Red Silhouette was one of them, and
do you remember the name of the cover band we were going to start?
oh, Rotisserie Pigeon.
We were going to keep this, but we were going to start a cover band, because that's how you make money in this industry.
Yeah.
And, that's what we were going to call it, Rotisserie Pigeon.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
And when you guys do your sets, do you any covers? Is it all original?
all original.
All original, nice.
Not that we're opposed to.
Yeah,
we're
we're
going to end up doing one.
Right.
But
We just can't ever agree. Like, we can't ever agree on what one to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, we used to, when we were Fusion back in, 2005, we played 3-hour nights like everybody else. And we would do half covers and half originals. That's what we played those types of shows to try to get our originals heard.
Yeah.
So we would play a bunch of covers to get people in the door, just like every other band. Basically.
Yeah. We did everything back then. System,
Yeah.
Chevelle, a little bit of everything.
So this mall gig, was it just like a late night like DM? Like, just had an idea how'd this like turn out?
Well, recently we've been being ultra consistent with social media, trying to build our.
You guys
presence.
have, like on TikTok. I mean, you guys have really, you know what to do. I mean, there's a formula. It's either you know it or you don't, and you guys have it.
Yeah.
So we've just kind of been being consistent with that, and it worked out in our favor. We had a handful of posts like really pop off, get thousands upon thousands of views, and we gained like between TikTok and Facebook, we probably gained like 6,000 followers in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And the comments were just getting filled with, where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? So I had this idea that, like, you know what? I'm just going to go to the mall and film some content and be like, this is where we're from.
And there was my content that said, you guys are too good to play that shit.
Yeah, right.
No, you want to be dead?
You weren't the only one.
Yeah. I'm like, no, you guys are far better. Don't do the 4th Street Mall, because people's going to break ankles, and that's just walking to wherever you guys are playing. It just,
Yeah, we made that post, that one just went nuclear.
Yeah.
I mean, it got like 100,000 views. And
For us, it's nuclear for sure.
yeah. I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's not like viral, but like locally viral.
Yeah,
And,
it's a locally viral. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it's something special because my wife, I think I had a clip, I think it was like 15,000 views or something. And I told my wife, I'm like, I got one going viral. She's like, what's going viral to you? You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, I'm not Mr. Beast getting, the next.
There's levels to it for sure.
Yeah. But I mean, it was like, it's 15,000 views and we were talking about like just an old restaurant in the Ohio Valley.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And then I go to drop my daughter off at preschool. And all the teachers were like, we saw this clip online. We didn't know you had a podcast. We're going to go back through and like check out your stuff. And I'm thinking, oh, I think like 3 episodes prior, I was talking about hotboxing this one gig I had. Like, in the phrase, it's like fancy truck. It's like a gear truck. And I'm like, oh no, that's too far.
Don't just go back like 2 episodes because before that we got hacked. Somebody's overdubbing what we were saying. It wasn't us.
Yeah,
deep fake.
Yeah.
But you guys are doing it right on social media too, because like I know you guys are commenting our stuff, and I didn't realize like when I started this how much having an account and commenting on other accounts, how that just drives your own algorithm. Even if it's just like you commenting like a flex emoji on somebody's posted, I guess like the more you tell the algorithm that you're not a bot, the more like will push your own like original content out.
Exactly. Yeah. The more active you are, I mean, when you just post and then leave the platform, like all these social media apps, they know what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you're huge, it doesn't matter because you're getting, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
if you're disturbed, you're getting whatever. You know.
Yeah, but also they have somebody that does that 24/7.
Yeah.
That is all they do is their social media to keep that algorithm going. But
exactly,
and that's what I found out. Like even with like somebody in our family, he does that basically 24 hours a day. That's what he does. That's his career. I mean, now he's
Shout
taken
out
off.
Tim in the Wild.
Yeah, shout out to Tim in the Wild.
It's turning into that, isn't it?
And
my thumbs hurt.
But
me and him have been responding to because that was our thing. Like when everything started kind of popping off, we were like, we want to engage with everyone that comments. We like, nobody really does that. Even when you start getting these types of like 100,000 views, whatever, nobody really does that. So he was really big on pushing that, and I think maybe even in the beginning I was a little against it, but like proof's there. It works. It helps.
I'll tell you what, this renaissance is starting to happen on, I think it started on Facebook, but they will now flag something as rage bait. Because that was like the biggest thing. People just film themselves having a terrible take in a messy room, knowing that like they'll get response. Now Facebook is recognizing that, I don't know, through its reports or whatever, their algorithm, that like this post is meant to make you mad, think twice before like engaging in it and responding.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
People misspelling words purposefully to get people to be like, wait, was that? And I've seen a bunch of videos too where like it could be just like a cooking video, but then they'll open the fridge and there'll be like something that's not supposed to be in the fridge, fridge to get you to engage and be like, why was that in the fridge? Like, people have found ways to like boost their algorithm without like good original content. They're just like, what can I do to get people exactly rage bait?
It's such a weird game because we've been posting stuff since we got together, and I mean, not that everything's done bad, everything's done pretty well, but like then you post a video of the mall and it just goes. That's what happens. That's the video that goes.
Even before that though, like we had 4 or 5 different videos and posts get like 40, 50, 60,000 views. So that kind of like really pushed us. And then we did the thing about the mall, and then that just like, So like we've been trying to stay as active as possible with all the comments and stuff. That's what we want. We want to engage with people. That's all. Of even doing it.
The good thing is now that you're getting that engagement and people are seeing that. If you do play this mall thing, now you got attention of everybody that was like, hey, it's that band to play it here. Hey, let's get them here. Let's get them here. And, just word of mouth is to be like, hey, I saw these guys here. We should get them down here at the waterfront, or we should get them here, or whatever. And sometimes that word of mouth just alone will get your gigs to open up.
Yeah, I will say over the last month or so, like usually around December, January is when I start doing all the booking for the year. And it's always been me reaching out to venues and bands to start networking and putting shows together. And I've barely had to do that very much at all over the last month. It's been people messaging us on Facebook and TikTok and venues and promoters and other bands wanting to work with us. So it kind of makes it's hectic, but it also makes my life as the main booking agent for the band a lot easier.
Yeah.
I don't have to go seek it out. It's coming to us now. So that's nice.
And you don't have to worry about what's make the sharpest looking press kit. I mean, your press kit is online now.
Yeah.
Somebody could see they're getting tens of thousands per post. That could be us if they tag us in it. If we book them and they're playing here, they'll tag us in it, and that just it's crazy exposure. And it, like you said too, it's so annoying because I've done different montage videos like TST funny moments, TST best sports moments, put all kinds of stuff into it, but it's us talking about Stromboli's. It's very 15 years ago. That's the one.
Not the thing that you really put your heart and soul into,
It's nuts.
Which, Bryce, you'll appreciate this because I die on the hill that Jam Wars is still the best pizza.
Oh, yeah. Yep. No doubt.
So that's just, it's everybody's like, that Jam War. I'm like, I'm telling you.
Best.
Thank you. I got somebody down here that says it was the best.
And I grew up next to John Janamore, lived next to my grandparents forever while I was growing up, so I knew the family well. So it was they're just always great people, great pizza for sure.
I remember going into Jam Wars when I was younger and playing Pac-Man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We had 3 or 4 games in the back.
That Pac-Man machine might still be back in that corner.
Maybe.
I bet you it's probably very much. Yeah, because like he said, we've had people on it they just it was I forget and forgive me, but it was their Facebook page was Ohio Valley food reviews, and all they did they didn't really review. They just said, hey, we went to Abby's and I got this and she got that. I really enjoyed it. I really did this, and that's it. They they weren't food reviewers,
right?
So it was just. But we got them on, and then we started talking, and then we have people on, and be
food fanatics.
Yeah, food fanatics. Yeah, and then it started. We get bands on, and we'd ask the one question, which we'll ask you guys at the end of the show. But it's just that kind of stuff when we start talking, and everybody's then they'll chime in. Oh no, it's this.
Yep.
Over food.
Yep.
Not anything else. It's
People
got that common ground, man. There's nothing. Everyone's got to eat, so it's common ground for everybody for sure.
Especially in an area like this where there isn't really a lot going on. People stick to that.
Yeah.
To that comfort, which is food. Food's always been a comfort.
Listen, it breaks my heart growing up in Wintersville, and there's nothing there.
Not really anymore.
No.
They got the Italian place that does really well. What's it called?
Pistachio or something.
Pistachio or something
Again, I can't pronounce it. I guess the older I get, the more English I can't pronounce words.
It was what, Di Peppino's before, I think?
Yeah, it was Di Peppino's. I've been there. They're really good. But then
that's really the only.
You have Murray's. It's by Big Lots.
Murray's, yep.
That's a great breakfast place. I never eat other than breakfast there. But then you go in and you're in Steubenville. You got same.
Cheryl's, I guess you could, even though that's technically not Wintersville,
I was going to say Gina's, but that's considered Steubenville.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's more.
But there are some pop-ups that pop around Wintersville every season, like Fat Maddie's.
Yeah, that's
Their
true.
hot dogs are awesome.
That's
true.
Pack, they pop around in Wintersville all the time. They're really good too.
One place, what's it called? Retro Shack, I believe. they're in Wintersville quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's food.
Oh, is that your food truck?
Yeah.
I got to check that out.
It's good stuff. It's really good stuff.
So where's the furthest that you guys have gone for a gig?
California.
Los Angeles.
Oh, did you really?
We lived there for a year.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, this was how long ago now?
This was back in 2006 or 2007.
Seven or 8.
Yeah.
7, 8, and 9, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've been all over.
A couple of years ago, we went out to Arizona.
We went to Arizona and played a festival out there.
Oh, really?
That's
the
So
Mesa Music Festival out there.
Within the last couple of years, yeah.
My daughter she's in Phoenix right now.
Oh,
It's
nice.
a beautiful area.
She got married. Her husband's at Luke Air Force Base.
Oh, cool.
So
that's awesome.
They've been out there for 4 years now, 5 years now.
I loved it out there.
Enough to where she's like, okay, I'm done with this.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, that's awesome. But, that's man. Okay.
The goal for a working band is always, especially in an area like this, like your goal is like, I want to get out of here. I want to go away from here as far as away as possible.
Yeah.
And over just the past recent years, like we only get a chance to really play in like the Ohio Valley, a couple times a year.
Yeah.
Because of not really the style of music that we play, but because there's not very many venues around here that really host.
Or it's you have a 4-person full band. We want you to play for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And can you do it for $200?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we stick to more bigger city areas, and we try to travel as much as possible. But over the last year or so, we've been entertaining, like trying to do more stuff in the valley because that's where we're from. Every band that's like a lot of bands that are from around here, they tell people, oh, we're from Pittsburgh because that's like the biggest city.
Yeah.
We've done that for a while too, but recently we've just really embraced the fact that this is where we're from. Like
we don't hate it here. People hate on this area, but like we've lived other places. Everywhere's the same. It's what you make it.
Exactly. I think the same way, like, while I was on active duty and stuff. I mean, yeah.
We kind of have it made here as far as, like, cost of living.
It's
so crazy
cheap. It doesn't go farther anyway.
Yeah.
It's so laid back here, and you do miss that.
Right.
But then again, when you're like, hey, where do you want to eat? Well, you got Applebee's, Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or
you're
there's a Chipotle in Steubenville.
Yeah, now there is. Yeah.
All right, so you got what's Friar Touch or whatever down in the plaza, the Irish.
Oh, is it still there?
I
think they might have closed that. Did they close that?
What is it?
I could be wrong. The Irish place on Franciscans. That we were talking about Franciscans.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a new place now, but it's
The Harp and
Yeah. I
Or
forgot.
Harp
or something like that.
yeah. So that they're like that's in Naples.
Yeah.
Yeah, Naples.
So I mean,
And the other thing is too, like this area for music and bands, if you want to tour, like touring in the West Coast is extremely expensive. Like just going from city to city, it's so far apart. Like people don't realize, like, that's why a lot of bands tour the East Coast, because it's every city. I mean, just look at Ohio alone, how many big cities there are in Ohio that you can go through.
You could be in 3 of the biggest cities within 4 hours of each other.
Yeah.
right.
You
You go out there, it's 4 hours between every city.
Yeah, you play LA and then you're gonna go like up near like San Fran and
Vegas was 4 hours, 6 hours or something like that.
yeah, you could do an East Coast run all the way down, starting at like Boston and just get the coast all the way down to,
Who told
to
us
the
that?
Keys.
All was Martin Williamson,
Yeah.
Nine Inch Nails original drummer,
Yeah.
was the keynote speaker at that Mason Music Festival, and we went early just to like meet him and like pick his brain, and that was like the biggest thing he said. He was like, "You guys are lucky you're on the East Coast."
Yeah.
And then like he was doing his presentation and then pointed us out and like, all you West Coast fans, go talk to them because that's where you want to tour.
Yeah.
We are in the right place on the East Coast.
Especially this Ohio Valley, this area is like most people are 10 minutes away from the interstate. You get on, there's not much traffic to get to a show if you're going to these major cities.
Exactly.
You get back home at a decent time.
Yep.
Staying out, it's real nice.
Yeah, it's you guys could do that run. I mean, it'd be phenomenal. I mean, there's a band that I like that they were down in Maryland when I was living there, and that's all they do. They go up the coast and come back around. They'll hit like Pittsburgh, Columbus, and you'll see maybe a couple like
just the South,
like a couple West Virginia, maybe a Kentucky, and then they make that circuit.
Big loop. Yep.
Yeah. So it's it's just.
That's where I kind of really want to start tapping into is South. We haven't been down South a ton. But I'd really like to get into those markets too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, especially during the summer when you hit the beaches.
Oh yeah.
Virginia, Myrtle, all the way down. You guys could,
the touristy spots.
That's it.
Everyone's going there. Go to those people. It's
right.
Now, when you do these type of tours, do you rough it? You do the van thing. You get in a
Oh,
hotel. You get in hotel rooms. Okay, nice.
I mean, it
depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
Most of the time, it's living on in a van basically.
Yeah.
Right now, it's more the weekend warrior thing where we'll go do a couple shows on the weekend and then come back.
Yeah.
That type of deal. Or like we just did in Dayton. We went out there, played a show, straight back.
Straight back. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot cheaper than getting a hotel room somewhere.
You need to find a tour bus on Marketplace.
Yeah.
I've seen them on there, man.
Oh yeah. We've looked there. There's some options definitely that we're looking at. So we got to start booking the bigger tours where we need it, and we'll jump on it.
Absolutely.
I know some people will do the pop out RVs.
Yeah.
That's the only thing is it's it depends on the gear, because like a lot of tour buses they'll have the bays that come up at the bottom. You can get all your gear in. If you're doing the RV stuff, you got to kind of
the tour bus, man. They're so expensive.
Yeah, that's
The
the thing.
cost of them are so
Tour
much more than it
4
used to
miles
be.
a gallon. So either way, you're either driving in a van and getting a hotel, or you're driving an RV and not getting a hotel. Usually, like price wise, works out to be the same. You're either paying $200 for a hotel room for the night, or you're paying $200 to go, 62 miles on a tour bus that gets 4 miles a gallon. So it's
or you're on the tour bus and you're like, what's this button doing? And dump all the sewage in the mall parking lot.
They have the rentals that are cool too. That Bandigo, have you ever heard of that? They have one out of Columbus actually. They rent out tour buses.
Oh, really?
They do like small to big. I mean, whatever size
you can do, like sprinters. From them.
They have the Mercedes Sprinters, all of them.
Yeah, because we had Toby Keith's old one. It was a Provost or Proboss, however you say it, and it was $500-$600 to fill up that tank. And one time we went up to Cameron to play one time, and when we were going through the hills, you could just see the gas gauge just crawl down.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you should be able to see this needle move.
Right. When you're on the interstate and the air ride takes over, you don't use that much if you can just keep it going. But man, anytime you get off, have to turn, stop, and start again. Yeah, it's
nuts.
Yeah. What we did with Van Fossen's band is his cousin worked for Marriott. And I remember we were getting like a family discount for like $30 a night. So it was like, And it was like, say if we were down Myrtle playing a show, you could get like one of the nice suites for the same price, and depending on what was available.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a nice shower night.
Yeah. Recovery night. And I remember we would do residencies at Put in Bay. It was funny because like when they would hook you up with a hotel room, it would be the room right next to the nightclub, the dirty one that every single band used. The wall was right, like you shared it with the nightclub.
They're like, we're not letting them ruin any of our other rooms.
Right, yeah.
We played a show. I'm not going to name the venue, but it was in Ohio, a little bit north of us. And part of the agreement was that they have a green room that you can stay in. So it was like part of our route was like, oh, we're going to save some money.
Yeah.
We don't have to get a hotel room. So we get there and find out that we're playing in the lower part of the venue. So it's like 40 stairs, all of our stuff.
Dead middle of summer,
no AC. So it's already 100 degrees down there and nobody's even playing yet. So and then the green room was just literally a bunch of couches from like the 60s. And every single one of them, you could smell them. It was like, looks like we're going home tonight, boys.
No air conditioning and all those steps. That's when you're like, God damn, I might have to be a drummer.
Oh, yeah.
And in the middle of playing that, it was just, the fans are sweating as much as you are. This is bad.
It was actually after that show where I started being pretty vigorous about agreements before.
Oh, yeah.
Because before that, we just we'll come play here. We show up and.
That one's not a big deal. We're going a few hours away.
Yeah.
But you go to, Philly, New York, somewhere, far away, and they tell you that they have a place for you to stay, and you get there and it's like that. It's like, man, now I guess you just stay in it and just eat it. But
that was the same thing with the Arizona trip. It was a great time. We had a great time, but that whole trip was the reason why we spent thousands of dollars on the equipment that we use now, because we drove all the way out there. And the PA was a mixer about that size with 2 speakers. It was like
we had multiple nights at this festival, and the first night was like a street show. And they had a stage set up, but that was the PA system. It was like a very small board. It wasn't going to run what we needed it to run, and it really didn't. We were bare bones in it that night.
I mean, it was still a great time. There was a lot of people that we played for, but when you have to this is what agreements are for.
Right.
It's like the first year that they had Blame My Roots, they were like, you guys are going to play second stage. You're like, oh, okay. And it literally was like 6 pallets.
Yeah.
under
do you remember
pop-up.
Do you remember the green room?
Yeah.
The green room was a handicap porta-john. So it was bigger, so I could hang my clothes and stuff as I changed.
Oh, man.
That was the whole the Mayhem Fest battles. You remember, each city would have their own Mayhem Fest battles, and the winner got to play at Mayhem Festival.
Yeah.
So you get 10 or 12 of these bands to go through all these shows and spend all this money to possibly win to play at Mayhem Fest. And then when you go to play there, it's like next to the porta johns underneath a little canopy
Yeah.
for 15 minutes
at 2:30 in the afternoon.
2:30 in the afternoon. It's like, are you? That's
Yeah.
Not that we wouldn't play it, because
no,
we would still do it.
but I mean,
Right.
just the rigmarole they go through. And the
Yeah.
advertisement that they use to get you to do it is like, wow.
And here's the other thing it really irritates me about. You can always tell that they have somebody, well, not all the time. More often than not, they have somebody that's never been in a band run those festivals. Because it'd be like, you finish at 4, you go on at 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you can't understand after the first band that they're an hour behind. Like, how well?
Did you so long a magician to make that happen?
I mean, you can have a DJ play some music for 45 minutes while you do a swap out.
Yeah.
Or if you don't have it, like, you know, like right side of the stage is one band and you can cycle it.
Yep.
I hate that. They're like, oh yeah, you played till 4. Oh yeah, you started 4.
I like what they did. Did you see what they did at Ozzy's? The thing they did for him in London. They
The
put
funeral?
well, not the funeral, but
His last show.
Yeah,
They had everything on a round table that turned.
Yeah.
So drums just turned all night. They
Yeah.
turn it, take off the drum set, put a new one on, turn it all night.
Yeah.
It was like, clockwork.
But I don't think we're going to get that anything like that around.
No. At least
Live
not for a while.
entertainment, when it comes to like venues and bars and places around here, live entertainment is always the afterthought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like somebody will build a place and they're like, oh, okay, let's have live entertainment here now.
Yeah.
It's like they don't think about that when they're building the place. Like that's always been the biggest problem with, like, as a musician around here personally, is a lot of the places around here that do have live entertainment, you know, have stage or a good PA
Production, yeah. And then if you introduce them to the people that do PA installs and like the people that could set them up, they're like, no, we're trying to go as cheap as we can. It's like, well, then don't advertise yourself as this like haven for musicians.
Yeah,
If you're not willing to, if you're using a mixer like this, it just crapped out on me. I have to use a camera audio to I can't get the words. That's what Studio 7's for. But yeah, but if you had like, say like I went to a new place not too long ago, there's a 2-channel input. And they're like, we want to have this competition. I'm like, is
it 1v1?
Exactly. Yeah, is it a rap out with no track?
Now, have you guys been down to the waterfront in Wheeling?
Yeah, we've been down there.
That they did it right. Like they had somebody come in and do all the stage and the sound and everything, and
they have a dedicated sound engineer that knows the sound, knows the building.
Yeah, we had a really good time there. We had a good show there.
Yeah, we tried the last time we played there. We tried really hard to get a weekend date, and they wouldn't give it to us. So we kind of like, okay, well then let's just play Thursday, and we'll bring our crowd to kind of prove to them that we do well.
Yeah.
So we did a Thursday night, and we packed the place.
Yeah.
And we've been trying to want to go back down there and play, but they won't give us a weekend. So it's like, give us a weekend, waterfront. We'll pack your place.
Yeah, I just went down last weekend. We saw there was a Dead Revival band and Bucket of Puppies.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
cool.
And that was the first time, like, we know the guys from Bucket of Puppies, and I just never got to see them play. And they started playing, you're like, oh man, I suck as a friend. I should see them more often.
My wife said, looked at your Snapchat, and then she was like, everybody's barefoot there.
Yeah, during
For the dead.
Oh man, yeah. When it was like as we got there early, and or like as soon as they opened up, so we could make sure that we had seats. And we're sitting there, and you could just see it was like an eclectic mix of people coming in. And then as soon, I mean, even the first chord Bucket of Puppies played, man, the dread started swinging, the shoes kicked off, and they're just in it. And then there was one lady, God bless her soul, if she was less than 70, I'd be surprised. Barefoot, but she just never stopped. The whole night long, she was just right in it.
I love it.
She had black curly hair.
No, she had like this kind of like hemp hat on. I don't know what she had, but she was in it. She was in it all night long.
Nice.
That's awesome.
There's a her name is Pam, and she's a hardcore local supporter of music. Like if you've been to a music venue to see a band,
Yeah.
guarantee you've probably seen her there. That's why it made me think of her, because
Yeah.
she's the same way. She loves.
We played the Waterfront one night, and this dude walked in with his guitar in hand, like sat right up front. Remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, no.
Just like I'm playing here.
He was like we were gonna call him up, like, come on.
Yeah, it was Saturday. We're like, what are you doing?
He was. I mean, probably to him, he was dressed to the nines, man. He had a shirt, a vest, a jacket.
Oh wow!
And he was like, I know the owner. He's like, he's a really good friend of mine. Did he book you? I don't know.
But I mean, was dead set right in front of the stage.
Wheelie's got it going on, man. They got some good spots down in that, Generations and the Waterfront, and just
we have a lot of fun at Generations too.
Yeah,
That'd be a really cool spot to.
I wish that type of culture would bleed out a little bit.
Were you down at that one?
I did. I was on the crew for that one.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't there during the show. Anytime somebody hits me up to do crew work, I bail hate my whole life, so they just get me down 45 minutes early so I can move around all the winery systems, put them in place, and then I'm usually out till tear down.
Yeah,
but yeah, I did the setup and tear down for that one.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, did you guys close the night?
Yeah.
So I would be right at the end of
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, we did. I think it was a double Bose line array system. That's a really nice.
Oh yeah, the sound was great.
And
sound was great.
I think Tim was down there, McCormick, and he was the one that runs sound down at the hall. He was the one running down there. Yeah,
fantastic sound.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Now let me ask you this, because I didn't see your guys' setup. What do you run as far as like technique wise? Do you guys have in-ears? Do you do stage mod? Okay,
you do that
in-ears and things. Okay, yeah.
That's what we learned. That's what we was talking about when we were in Arizona. We did not have any of that when we played out there a few years ago. And then we saw a band go on that had like the X32, the whole system, the in-ear system. We just saw how easy and how they manage their own sound without having to, like, if you get somewhere where a sound guy doesn't really know what they're doing, it's pretty much already built, It's a lot easier.
Yep.
So they gave us that. We definitely stole that idea from them, and it's worked out well.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Yeah, once you play with the in-ears,
game changing.
Right? You're like,
as a drummer, I wanted it forever.
Oh, sure,
forever.
Yeah.
Clicks. You guys do clicks?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, what's your click sound like in your? Are you doing the count? Because I listened to Doug Richardson's clicks for the first time in his here, and he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, verse. Here comes the chorus. And I'm like, wow, I never expected that.
I know a lot of people that do that. We have the only talk back that we have in it is basically the count in.
Okay, yeah.
Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, and we know the song's coming. But other than that, it's just like the regular. Yeah. What do you glockenspiel or whatever?
We have like a click mapped out for every song with the intro of the song, like 1, 2, next song, souvenirs.
Tells us what the song is.
Yeah. So you don't have to have like an actual set list.
Or if we forget our set list, we always
our set list. So when we have the set list built in, we just like patch in what songs we want to do and where we want them, and then it just tells us what the next song is, what tuning we need to be in, and then boom, it's just on to the next song. That's cool.
Yeah, because Doug was like taking me through his setup. It's cool. Like they'll have their set list with everything like pre-patched in, everything saved, and then sometimes if they have to make an audible on their set list during concert, they just like drag and drop whatever songs they need, and then But it was interesting to me because I usually never used any kind of clicks before. When I was listening to Doug's, like you could be blindfolded in the next room, or whatever. He'll say like, this is the song. It's coming up. Chorus 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is. So you would never be lost on like where you're at. Like when you're doing laughing. Wow.
Yeah, I've seen a couple bands too. Like on TikTok, they like put their in-ear like through the audio, so you can like listen to what they listen to on stage. And some of the bands on there, they like before a show they'll put in like a joke or something, or say something funny that only they can hear to make their other bandmates laugh. And stuff. I always thought about doing that. It's hilarious.
Don't, it'll mess me up.
Because you can also set up a talkback mic where it only goes to
Yeah.
ring
Yeah.
ears, it doesn't go out front.
Yeah.
So I thought about like slyly putting like an extra mic so I can just be like say funny stuff.
I have ADD, man. You were on the show. Forget I have to play the
Hold on. Give us a couple minutes.
We need to restart the song now.
Bryce's ism just kind of jumped in a little bit. Give him a second. Let him reset.
It's so true.
You want to hit him with a question we ask every
Yeah.
episode?
Yeah.
Staple.
Let's see. You just finished the show. It's 2 a.m, and we'll say that is it a certain venue or just anywhere?
We'll go Wheeling.
Okay. So you're playing Wheeling. You ended the show at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Jeez.
Damn. That's what happens when people watch your podcast. Where's your go-to place to eat? Of course, you can't say 2 o'clock. Nobody is open till 2 anymore.
Yeah, right.
So, okay, you finished your show at 11:30. But yeah, so Sheets, you knew right off the bat
It's
what we
always,
were asking.
it's always.
That's our go-to.
Yeah, Sheets. I always get the sliders. They're so good. The three burger sliders.
Burrito is the way to go.
And I always got to get my big extra large Gatorade and a banana.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, that's the other reason I love Sheets, because they have the fresh produce.
Yeah.
Bananas are like key
Got
after
to
a
get
show.
that potassium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. One time John Banco said, like, people don't realize now how much, was it the old Alpha?
Yeah.
Used to serve food like at 2 a.m. He said you could walk in after show 2:30 a.m. and order like a London Broil. I've only been in the new one once. Have you been there?
No, I haven't even been to the new one. I want to. I hear good things, but I haven't.
What's your guys' favorite venue that you'd call home around here?
Favorite venue, like local.
I would say like keep it like Wintersville to Moundsville.
I'm gonna go Irish Pub.
Yeah.
Is what I would say. Just
Okay.
because me and Nate have literally played that venue since we were probably too young to be in that venue way back in the day. And it's just always been, I would call it like my home venue.
It's a super small, tiny spot.
Yeah,
It's very tight.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Carol's awesome. The owner, she loves.
They've been great to us
They've been
our
great to
entire
us.
career.
I mean, Irish Pub is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You can't. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about it.
No.
And yeah, but like when you said Irish Pub, I'm like, ooh, that's tiny.
Yeah, very small. But
The
it's
vibes are
hard.
great in there, though. We've never had any
Exactly.
problems. Like, you would think that, like, you get a couple, 120
Yeah.
people in there, and it's like shoulder to shoulder. Like, you think that, like, okay, something bad's going to happen. We've never had any.
Dude, that's the one thing I love about our crowd and the people that come to see us play. Like, we've been playing steady shows now as this band for, is this our 4th year?
No, it's,
5th year?
yeah,
5th year.
that's Theriaca.
I have not seen one single fight
That's
at
nice.
any of our shows.
That's nice.
Not one. And I think it's more like, we do play like obviously the pub, this bar. But even there, no fights. We don't play a lot of the bar scenes anymore. It's mostly like music venues, craft house, jurgles, things like that. So I mean, it makes sense there. But even in the little bars, nothing. And I appreciate it more than anything because don't want to deal with that. It just ruins the entire thing.
Exactly.
The fights that anytime I would see a fight, it was usually I would be in West Virginia and somewhere in Wheeling, and it would be during the course of the night when like places would close down, and I would be in a place that still had their parlor open.
Yeah.
Like if it was like a lot of places closed down, like say if Gumby's closed down, if I was playing like CD Irish Pub, it's the Naughty Pine now.
Right.
Everybody started coming there after it closed down and use the parlor. Then you get a bunch of people coming in.
Too many mixed.
Yeah. Too
Yeah.
many mixed crowd that just does not want any parts of the music, and then the crowd that just wants all of it, and then
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's surprising because I remember growing up playing. That was not the same. It was not the same thing at all. But it's crazy.
But the type of people that we attract is not your typical, like, 4-hour night, like in a bar type crowd. Like, we attract concert goers because we put on a concert.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So that's why it's kind of hard sometimes to, like, play shows like the Irish Pub. Thanks to Carol for being so open to us playing there. But if more places like that were more embracing to having,
Mm-hmm.
it would work out. But down here in Wheeling, it's happening.
Yeah.
They love original, music. Up in our area, we've got a lot of fans and people that want to come see us play, but there's nowhere other than a couple little spots here and there. We actually rented out the Masonic Theater in Steubenville one time.
Oh, really?
We have to do a show here. This is Steubenville. This is our hometown.
Yeah.
So I went and talked to the Masons and was like, hey, then we had our CD release party there as Fusion back in 2005. So I was like, let's put on a show here. So we brought Taproot in, brought in a bigger band. We had like 500 people. Biggest crowd they've had in that place in years.
Oh,
and you would think that would be like a little kick in the ass. So let's do this more often. Yep. I couldn't believe it. Like this, you have something here. Use it.
Yeah.
Even there's what separates Wheeling a lot right now, recently, is they're doing what you guys are doing. They're being consistent and smart with their social media. Like Waterfront Hall, they have a weekly update. Like, here's who's playing. Like, daily, there's clips and stuff going out. You don't see that. That's the one thing that we're still trying to catch up. Like, there's a lot of places that they have the systems, they have the stage and stuff, but they're not
promotion, man.
Yeah, it's
so much about promotion for sure.
It has a lot to do with who's involved with the properties too.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of older generations that are still holding on to all this property and they don't up to time.
Like I said, it's my hometown, but sadly, it's stagnant.
Yeah.
Once the mills stopped, they were just kind of like, what do we do?
Got Sunnyside and Greenlight, baby. They're
they're talking about those places in HBO TV series.
Yeah. They're opening up right there.
On the pit,
Yeah. The girl from Wintersville was talking about it. I think it's the Sunnyside. I'm like, because I had to
You mean Lancelot's? That's what I'm
rewind. I'm like, did she just say Sunnyside and Wintersville?
What's crazy, it's like Sunnyside and Greenlight are up there now, but now it's like every block's a smoke shop. It's every, not like a dispensary, but it's either the THCA that they have or just stuff like that.
And did you see what they built right after they built the dispensary in Wintersville? Taco Bell, right?
That was perfect product placement.
Yep.
Kyle actually works at Greenlight, so if you're listening to this, go bombard him.
Yeah, there's a promotion for him.
I'll tell you, I'll put Greenlight at the top tier. You walk in, you're out there.
Dude. Don't tell too many people. Let's keep this on. It ain't gonna be like it much longer.
Sunnyside, you go, and it's like when he went into New Jack City. You gotta go damn near naked. I just want a pen. Stop with this. We gotta search you. What about this? What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Do you want this or this? I don't know.
What's funny is I live by high school by Indian Creek, so I'm right in the middle of both of them. It's literally whatever way on my street I go up. It's right at the end. It's perfect.
Well, I know, like I said, I haven't got to see you guys. I do want to see you guys. I mean, I listen to your music on Apple Music, and I dig it. But I want to see you guys live. But more than anything, I want to see Bruce and Susan rocking out.
Absolutely. You gotta see my dad now. He's rocking the long pepper gray hair.
I see every once in a while on Facebook. Yeah. Listen, the mad respect that I had for your dad as a football coach and our track coach.
Yeah.
Man, that guy made me throw up more than Southern Comfort.
I mean, try being his son. He was my wrestling coach, my basketball coach, my baseball coach, football coach.
Phenomenal guy. One of my favorite
best
teachers, one of my favorite coaches of all time. I mean, even.
And one thing about him, as deeply as he felt about sports and wanted me to play sports, this started for us when I was in high school. I mean, we decided to move to California before I graduated. So it was like, I had to quit football.
Yeah.
And you would think he's the head line coach. He would not even a little bit, 100% had my back.
Yeah.
Supported me. Best parents in the world.
We have to give credit where credit's due when it comes to us as a band and how long we've been able to be together as a band since 2005. And it has a lot to do with the support system that we've had since then. I mean, his parents, they gave us a place to practice. We were loud as hell in their basement for so long.
They've done so many things I can't even count. Us when we lived in California, financially, they've helped me out. They've helped us out financially.
They drove all the way out to Arizona to see us play that festival.
They don't miss a show.
They don't miss a show. They
I
came to
would doubt
Dayton. They came to Dayton the last show that we played. They got a hotel room to stay just to see us play the songs that they've heard us play
a million
times.
Yeah.
Like
It's just we've been very lucky to have a very strong support system. You know, my dad,
his parents,
were there. You know, my mom and my dad have been. You know, they were the lead singers of Mongo Huey. And they were just super, super supportive. The whole entire Mongo Huey crew have been supportive of us.
And his dad is my mom's brother. We're cousins.
That's okay. Now it's coming together now.
Yeah.
As soon as you said Mongo Huey, I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got
He's the lead-
yeah.
It just all
Connected
hit
the
him
boss now.
Yeah, I was like,
I grew up in Coleraine, so I was always down the trap when Mongo was down there.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still kicking. My dad
Yeah.
just had bypass surgery. We're actually doing we're raising some money for him because he just had a major surgery. And on April 25th, we'll be at Mustang Sally's.
Okay.
Fallensby.
Yeah.
We're raising some money for him for that show. But yeah, just having the support system. You know, my wife and my 4 kids, like they've for the last 20 years almost, we've been married, and she's been super supportive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
just to have that support system because being a musician is tough enough as it is already. And then you get that support system that doesn't do that. Like having those people around you all the time to help push you is very important.
And it can take a toll on your family.
It can.
It's like we're working, we still work 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're working constantly and then doing this on the weekend. There ain't much time in between. We both have kids.
Yeah.
Kyle has kids now with his girlfriend. They raise kids together. And yeah, I mean, so Greg's had kids.
Very fortunate. Like I think about that sometimes. Like I'll just be lying in bed after a gig and I'll just like randomly think about like all the amazing musicians out there that don't even touch an instrument anymore.
Yeah.
It all has to do with the support system.
Absolutely.
Like you think about like all those Thanksgiving dinners you go and your family's like, so how's that little band doing that you got going?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like how many amazing musicians have just had the steam just blown out of them because they didn't have the support system.
Mhm.
It's so important. So, like
Or they had to go out and do it without a support system,
Exactly.
which makes it so much harder.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we're very fortunate when it comes to like the support system we've had over the years.
Yeah, with Mongo playing, like that's how me and they got on stage. That was the whole reason we really started playing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they. I remember there was. Oh my god, I don't remember what. It was someplace in Toronto. Yeah, they. I guess it was your mom. Let me get up on stage and sing. She's like, because I was like, what is Rusty still playing guitar?
Yep.
And Joe on drums.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I knew Rusty and Joe, and I was like, man, I want to get up there. She's like, come on. I was like, no kidding. And literally, that was like the one thing that like I was like, but once I did that in front of people and didn't get laughed off the stage, that really cured my stage fright for the rest of my life. Like karaoke, playing nothing, I was just like,
Yeah.
just because that one time it was just, that's funny. It was your mom. That's crazy.
Yep.
First time I ever played on stage was at the Oasis in Mingo when they
Get up
played
here.
down there. And
Okay.
my dad had just like I'd only been playing guitar for a few months, like maybe 6 months, and just learning how to play licks. And he called me up and I played Good Riddance by Green Day. He's like, play.
Yeah.
Like that was it from then on. It was
Yeah.
this is what I want to do.
That's crazy,
I
man.
know.
I never realized, man, that's deep.
That's how the drum started for me. He was the drummer, then it would have been Jack. Remember Jack?
Oh yeah, I remember Jack. Yeah.
They called me up on stage and I played. That same thing with me. I was terrified to go on stage.
Yeah.
They put me on the spot and I was like, I can't say no. Like,
Right.
now, I mean, basically
They
forced
threw
me
you in
into
the fire.
it. Yeah, they
That's it.
forced me into it, and then I fell in love. Immediately fell in love with it.
I think my first time playing live ever in front of people, I think I was with Mongo because my guitar teacher played for old buddy Jack.
Oh,
And
okay.
I sat in for Roadhouse Blues, and I'm pretty sure he sang that because I remember he would always show up there during their gigs and would sing that song.
That makes sense.
I
That
bet
makes
you-
sense.
I bet
I've heard
you-
him sing that song about 1,000
I
times.
bet you he was
so
the lead singer the first time I was ever like in front of people.
that's crazy.
And actually,
We all have a Mongo a story.
Yeah.
You know, it's
If you're a musician in the Ohio Valley, then you have a Mongo story.
I still remember it was "I Want You to Want Me" by
Oh,
She
man,
is what I sang.
God,
Nice.
they did that great.
I
Too.
never, and the thing was, is even the first time, because like I missed my cue. And I remember Joe hit back here. He sings like, "Come on, dickhead." I was like, "All right, I got this." And then finally, I hit it and I sang it, and yeah, like that's crazy.
That is nuts.
Full
man.
circle.
Yep, that is crazy.
Yeah, I didn't even realize they were still playing.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
And then Joe and Rusty playing another. They playing a couple bands, right?
yeah, another band called Verdict. Yeah.
Verdict. Yep.
That's the cool. I mean, at least there's like in the Steubenville area, Martin. You know, Steubenville, Fallensby, Weirton, Toronto, that area. There's a good resurgence of like people going out to see live entertainment, no matter what it is. So that's awesome that's like becoming.
I feel like that's countrywide too.
Yeah, it's coming back around. You know what I mean?
Well, some of those bands still need to come back out. My crew.
Step aside, let the youngins.
That's it. But yeah, it's shoot, I forget what I was going to say, but
What was that place in Toronto we played, that boat club?
Oh, you're talking Riverfront? Is it called the Riverfront now? Or it's had so many names.
I forget.
It was pretty wild. We went down there.
Probably Seymour Ducks at that time.
It was right next to an RC car place.
Yeah.
It's going to drive me nuts. It was a happy time. I can't remember.
Down by the river?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They have the docks and that? It's got to be that place. It's got to be the same
But
place.
it's had a handful of different names.
It has
Yeah.
like 6 or 7
I
different
forget what
names.
the name of it was now.
That place was wild.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called when we were down there, though. But
I feel like it's always it's always pretty wild down there. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Damn, I'm gonna be saying it's as soon as my head hits the pillow tonight, I'm like, that's what it is.
I think that's the last time I played up north around that area was that show, and I just remember it get way out of hand.
Yeah.
People showing up just tying their dogs to like different poles, like when they're
Toronto's a different world, man.
Yeah.
And they know, it's like people that live in Toronto know if you're not from there.
Oh yeah.
You walk into the store and they're like, I don't know you.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Like I don't know your entire lineage.
Yeah.
So like, who are you?
Yeah.
And I even lived there for like 2 years. I lived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lived there for a little while too, the little apartments.
It's a cool town, honestly. I don't think Old Town's wrong.
Listen, like I said, had I not met my wife, I'd probably still be living up there. But
Doug Richardson and I were talking about this the last episode. So we were on the High Valley because the way you have to market sometimes is like if I'm going to play at the Waterfront Hall, you can you start making a Facebook campaign. If you want to play in Toronto, you almost have to show up to a gas station, tell the people hanging out in the morning, like, hey, we're playing here, next week.
Yeah.
You literally got to go spread the word of mouth yourself.
and we're by no way saying that people in Toronto can't do social media. That's not what we're saying.
Oh no.
That's how the algorithm works.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
You
just
can
word of mouth.
hashtag wheeling and meet and get people.
Yeah.
But you can't hashtag Toronto because
Exactly.
you're gonna reach
Yeah.
2 people that
Now you're going to
actually
reach
search-
Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
We're going to get confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do that a lot too. It's like when I want to, if we're talking about something in Ferry, I want to tag Ferry. If we're talking about something here, I want to tag Bridgeport, but it makes no sense not to just put a location that has a wheeling.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I mean, even you can go on Facebook and even when you hit the hashtag mark and you start typing in wheeling, it'll tell you how many posts have been made for wheeling.
Right.
Yep.
And then if you do that compared to anywhere else, Mark's Ferry, it's abysmal.
Yeah, that's really what kind of like helped like our social media grow so fast is instead of just being like broad, I
Yeah.
was like, let's just hyper focus on like specific areas. So we just started hashtagging Ohio Valley and Steubenville and Wheeling and
We figure we build that up, then it just starts spreading
We
out.
never really thought to do that because we've always gotten like a really good draw in our direct area. So whenever we have tried to like reach more audience, we've kind of like, I don't want to say abandoned that, but like when you have something that you can lean on, you kind of take advantage of that.
Yeah.
So we've never really like spent a lot of time doing a lot of marketing because we already have a following in this area.
Yeah.
But then once we really started to lean into that, that's when it just like
Mhm.
kind of took off, and we've just been kind of like spreading that out a little bit here and there. from that circle. So.
Yeah. I mean, with the way all necessary platform now works, it's all about like supply and demand and redistribution. So like I tell people all the time, if you spend all this time editing something, putting all the marketing behind it, and it looks perfect, and you drop a post once a week, absolutely nobody's going to see it. You have to be smart about what you're doing, and just keep dropping that way. Like all these local people, how did somebody explain it to me? They said if Scott is a follower of you guys, and you're only dropping something like twice a week, and Scott gets himself like a half hour a night of scroll time. That's what he gives himself. He's scrolling. If you drop a post one time a week, he's definitely going to see that post. But if you say drop 3 times a week, Scott goes on and he only has enough time to see 2 of your posts. That third post gets redistributed to like 10 more people. So it's all about like putting more supply than the demand of the video, like your fans are seeing.
Yeah,
right.
But then they tell you there's stuff like follower fatigue. Can't do it too many times or people start following you.
Exactly.
You want to keep it fresh and organic too.
It's such a weird thing to try to sit back and watch and figure out, because like I was talking to Nate the other day. It's like we have 10.2 thousand followers on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
There's still some videos on there that are getting like 70.
They'll stay in that like fresh.
And it's like, so how?
Yeah.
So our followers aren't catching every single thing we're posting. It's hard to follow like what.
Yeah,
it's going with your video. Yeah,
each app is different, so you have to like you could post the same content, but you have to treat that differently because like Facebook, when you're scrolling through, you're seeing most of your friends' stuff and stuff you follow.
Right.
So like if a lot of times you will end up in people who follow you's page if they're continually engaging with you. TikTok's a little different. The default on TikTok is For You page. So if you follow somebody, you're not necessarily going to show up in their feed because they're not in the following section. Everybody's in the For You page. So you're always seeing, like obviously it pops in like people too, but like it's also showing you stuff that from people that you don't follow more often than like Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook like focuses on follower content. TikTok is discovery content. Yeah. So you can have 10,000 followers on TikTok and only get a few hundred views because your followers are on the For You page, the following page.
Then you watch like a specific video blow up on Facebook, you post the same thing on TikTok, and it does nothing. And you're like, how does this work?
And then it stays in like that fresh algorithm for 6 months, so you don't know if it's successful or not.
2 months ago, it might blow up.
Because when did we talk about the Strombolis in here? That had to have been last summer or something.
Yeah.
And that's the one that like went viral like 4 or 5 months later.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. And then like Tim, my brother-in-law, who's a biologist influencer, he was saying like, if you see any of my stuff, don't like it unless you see it on the For You page. Don't do it on your friends list because it helps me out. He's just telling me all his tricks. Does
that drive people to the For You? Does it drive people like them to post your videos for the For You page?
I think if you like stuff when it's on the For You page, it puts it more
on
to
that
For You page
That's
for more
cool.
people. But the thing is, like when you told me that, I'm thinking like, there's no excuse for anybody like musician or content creator around here to not like do research and marketing, because like if you would graduate with a marketing degree 2 years ago, nothing's the same.
No.
And it changes like every single month. There's new tricks and it's just every platform changes.
You got to keep up with it.
You have to keep up with it. Yeah, you have to. And like you're not going to be far behind if you jump in now. If you jump in now, it's always about just keeping it fresh.
You got to find that good balance too, like because we're musicians first.
Yeah.
And like it can get like tiring and like, oh, I got to do another video today. I just want to write a song,
Yeah.
But as long as you're authentic with yourself and you're just like putting out, like just being consistent and put out stuff that you would want to see.
Yeah.
That's the best that you can do.
Yeah, it's like, and the biggest thing too is like how much short form content can you make out of a long form? Like we're talking here for a little over an hour. how many clips can we get out of this conversation, that's just months and months.
Yeah.
You know, Antonio Williams, we interviewed him 2 years ago, and he's still putting out fresh clips from that interview.
Yeah.
About his business in Pittsburgh. And
Yeah.
And that's it. What kind of drives me with this show about making clips is if I know that if I wake up one morning, like, what kind of content do I put out? I think back to like the episodes we had, and it goes back to who do I know is going to share it, collaborate with it, and comment, or am I wasting my time by putting a clip out with somebody that's not going to share,
Right.
not going to see, doesn't do anything.
Right. No doubt.
Yeah. Well, I think we hit that sweet spot, a little over an hour.
We did.
One thing I learned about marketing podcasts is after you get past an hour, you start losing.
Oh,
You start losing that retention rate.
Yeah.
I'm not Rogan. I
was gonna say,
I get Rogan. Yeah, I get older.
Sean Ryan that does like a 6-hour podcast.
Oh man.
Listen, he has I graduated last year with a degree in cybersecurity, and he has a couple guys that he gets on there and they talk about like all the hacking stuff.
Yeah.
And they are 6 hours long, and I've listened to every minute of them. Because once, like, for me, like, as I start listening to like all the gadgets, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't think about this and this. Yeah, his name's Ryan Montgomery. He's huge on hacking and stuff, and he's been like trying to get kids out of trouble and stuff, like in the whole Roblox thing. But
I think
there's two guys that have like crushed Roblox, and they're both like skinny little guys. But but like I said, I've listened to 6 hours of podcast
because he was explaining like devices people use like hacking the Wi-Fi networks, and you think like a hacker would be on this computer with a bunch of like matrix numbers going. He had like a little Tamagotchi thing.
Yeah.
He's walking around. He's like, I'm just hacking. He's like, it had the eating animation. He's like, I'm just eating up IP addresses.
It's called a dolphin or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I wish I could get one of them. But most of that stuff, frightening enough. I mean, I know we're going off a tangent, but frightening enough. 90% of the hacking tools you can use to hack into stuff you can buy off Amazon.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
And it's just
crazy now.
If you know what you're looking for, it might be two different pieces.
Right.
Like this is $12, this is $15. But when you add them together, forget it. Like wipe out. It's frightening how quick and easy you can wipe out people.
It's crazy.
Because when I was going through school, I had one whole semester where every class that every section that I took says, if you do this on your own, this is a felony. Make sure that you have a contract with somebody that they're paying you to try and hack into something.
Right.
If you do this on your own, you're going away.
Right.
Yeah. They look at your Amazon thing. It's like if you're like going to Lowe's and seeing a thing of like what did Walter White make for like meth? You're going to one store and he's like, I think like on Breaking Bad, he confronts somebody buying like Sudafed and something else. Like, you don't buy it in one place. Yeah,
my Amazon is like Dolphin, Red Sox shirt, Celtics shirt, Patriots shirt.
Just symbols.
Yeah. They're like, is this guy breaking into stuff? Or is he just... But no, I'm glad you guys came down. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us, man. This was fun. This was a good time.
Yeah, and then hopefully, I don't know. We'll have to see if you get this mall gig. Maybe we can come up and set up something where, we can talk to people.
That would be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
we're down for it.
I tell you what, we can discuss this afterwards. I'll just do it on the air, but if there's a power issue for this show and they try to get you with something, I found out those Furman generators, you can get a solar pad on top of them, or it takes about a half hour to fully charge it up. I ran for a charity event. We had one Furman generator. It ran the Bose array system, 2 basses, 2 tops, lighting on the stage, and like guitars and all that stuff for like 6 hours.
Really?
Silent and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm thinking about like getting just one for like any kind of music or like podcast event we have, because you set it down anywhere, plug your stuff in, and you could have Theriaca playing in the middle of the woods.
That's the thing, man. You get festivals out there in the middle of nowhere. We ran into that issue. Remember, I can't remember where it was.
Yeah, we did the show.
Kill the power quickly.
Yeah.
We did a show one time called Midnight Moonlight Ranch years ago. It was in the middle of this field in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Showed up and sound was run by a little generator. And it was the loudest generator I've ever seen in my
We've had
life.
that too. Right by the sandwich. The sandwich
But I mean,
truck or something.
This was 15 so years ago. Generators are different now.
Yeah.
You can't even hear them.
Mhm.
Yeah, you get those inversion ones. They're super cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll just have the Retro Shack pull up.
Yeah.
Use their generator.
Okay. Nate, Bryce, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
Check
for
out-
having us. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank you
it.
guys for having us.
Every platform, pretty much Theriaca on
Yeah,
everything.
at Theriaca official on every platform.
Check them out, follow along, keep up with this Doomville gig, and we'll definitely get there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we'll be releasing some updates on that once we get some more information.
Yeah, keep us updated. Honestly, 'cause
Oh yeah.
At
Yeah,
this
that's
point, we
awesome.
have to do something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're on fire.
We're not dying on this one.
Even if it's like
Yeah.
playing in one of the potholes outside of Texas Road, we'll figure something out.
well, the way they are, you can play in a pothole. It's a whole band in there.
Yeah.
It's like, is the band little people? All I see is four heads and some cymbals.
Did you see Nate's post?
Uh,
I did. I mean,
He photoshopped us into one of the potholes.
one of the local news stations posted. It was like maybe 2 days after we made the after that post that we made. They posted an article about the potholes. So I just pulled that picture and I put us in the pothole. And then I made a comment on the news station. I was like, Theriaca is putting on a show in the third pothole on the left.
Love it.
Cool. Thanks again for everybody tuning in. This is TST. I think it's episode 92 with Theriaca. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
thanks.